Hi guys, what is up? It's Olivia and welcome back to my channel. Today I am filming yet another music favorites video. I'm deciding though that I want to call these music must-haves just because it like flows better together, you know what I mean? But I love making these types of videos. Music is a big part of my life and I love sharing music with other people and building relationships and getting to know people off of music. And I feel like this is a great way for you guys to get to know me as a person because I believe music says a lot about a person. I really want to try to do these monthly and I hope I can like keep up with that schedule and put them out every single month so you guys can get a feel of what I'm listening to. But even if I can't film and post a video about my music must-haves of every month, they are all going to be on my Spotify. All of these playlists as well as other playlists that I create can be found on my Spotify, which is just Olivia Rimmel. It's also on the description box of all my videos as well at the end of all my videos, so if you ever need to find it, that is where it is. So I opened up Spotify on my laptop and this playlist is really long. There's 33 songs on here already and May isn't even over yet. So I'm not going to go over every single song. I'm just going to go through like my most listened to, kind of like the highlights of the playlist if you will. But we're just going to get started because there's a lot to go over because there's a lot of good music that I discovered this month. So yeah. The first song on here I've definitely been listening to all of the time and it is Talk Too Much by the band Coin. I love Coin. They're still very much on the DL, but I think they're amazing. I saw them live back in October with Walk the Moon. This is their new single that they just put out this month. They haven't put out new music in a minute and it was definitely worth the wait because this song is so good. And the cover art for it is also very aesthetically pleasing, so that's another plus. The next song on here is coming from a new artist that I discovered this month, and that is the band Violent Soho. I've been listening to a particular song by them all month, and that is the song Lowbrow. This is definitely more on the heavier side of music if you're into that. It's not like metal, but it's definitely rock for sure, maybe a little bit more of an alternative style of rock. I'm super into it, and once again the cover art for this album that this song is on is absolutely amazing. It's kind of like fiery with like a green skull on it. It's really cool looking, and a lot of the new music I listen to is definitely based off of like cover art and single art and all of the art that is created to go along with the music, because if like your cover art is pleasing to me and it's interesting to me, of course I'm gonna listen to your music. I found so many artists that way. I have 2 new Death Cab for Cutie songs on here. I feel like every single music or favorites related video that I've done so far on my channel included Death Cab for Cutie. I love Death Cab for Cutie. The 2 songs on here are We Look Like Giants and Transatlanticism. That song is 7 minutes of pure beautifulness, if that's even a word, and bliss. It is absolutely amazing. So if you have the time to listen to that song and you've never heard anything by Death Cab for Cutie before, I would definitely recommend having this song be your first Death Cab for Cutie song. Next up is another artist that I just discovered this month, and I've heard of his name before, but I've never really listened to anything of his until recently, and that is John Bellion. I'm not sure if this is a new album or just a single that he put out this month or last month or one of the two. This song and this artist, he makes very different sounding music. He kind of meets, I don't want to say dubstep, but I don't know, like I really don't know how to describe his music style. It's definitely more of an alternative style, I would say. If you do listen to it and you find out that you enjoy him and his music, he is going on tour over the summer, I believe, so that's just a heads up if you're interested. The next song is coming from the artist Grimes. I'm sure you have heard of her before. If not, she's an artist that kind of blew up in these last couple of months, or at least I started hearing about her these past couple of months. The song is Flesh Without Blood. I feel like it's one of her more popular songs. I definitely would have to say you have to have a particular music taste to enjoy a lot of her music. It's definitely more of the dream pop style. I'm gonna be honest, at first I thought it was some weird spin-off of K-pop and I was kind of confused, but the more I listened to it, the more like I understood kind of what she was going for. Okay, also, you guys, on this playlist is a new song that was released this month by Blink-182 freaking 2. They put out a new song called Bored to Death. It is very good. I have seen a lot of longtime Blink-182 fans really enjoy it. It's your classic kind of punk pop rock song. song. I'm super into it and I've been listening to it a lot, this one. So a lot of the songs that are on this playlist came off of another YouTuber's playlist. Her name is Lindsay Rem. She has a Spotify and she has a playlist on there called Angsty Beach Goth, and I'm totally obsessed with it. I live on the East Coast, so the music definitely varies a lot from the West to East Coast, and I never really heard any like beach goth style music before until I heard that playlist, and I've been obsessed with everything on it ever since. It is so good. So some of the songs that I have saved to this particular playlist is Miley by Swimmers. Also, there is Had $10 by Cherry Glazer. Cherry Glazer is definitely probably one of my new favorite artists, like top favorite artists ever. Just so good. Just the music is so good. Also, Tarantula by Waves, If You're Scared by Together Pangea. All really good songs from really good artists. They're all in that beach goth genre, but there is a lot of differences between each of them. So if you don't like one, maybe you'll like the other, but I definitely recommend checking out all of those artists and songs that I just mentioned because they're all very good. These next two artists I have heard of before, but they became really prominent all over my social media during Coachella. So they are Flume and Purity Ring. So the first song is Never Be Like You by Flume featuring Kai. I'm sure you've heard this song. I know I have in a lot of YouTube videos recently. And the next one is Body Ache by Purity Ring. Once again, I'm sure you have heard it, maybe just not know the title of the song or who sings it, but I'm sure, once again, once you listen to it, you'll know what I'm talking about. Also, once again, if you listen to Flume and you like his music, he is touring this summer, so that is another heads up in terms of touring dates for artists. I got you guys. If you ever need information, just let me know because I got you. Moving on to two songs that are very nostalgic to me. They're two songs that I used to play all the time on Rock Band. The first one is a classic Foo Fighters song, and that is Learn to Fly. Once again, I'm sure you've heard it before, especially if you're into the type of music that I'm listing off here. And the next one is Roxanne by The Police. This is an older song. I didn't even really know who sang it until I remembered the song and I looked it up this month, and I've been listening to it a lot as well. Also, another old song that I haven't listened to in a while is Russian Roulette by Rihanna. I feel like this is an underrated Rihanna song that not a lot of people know or talk about. It's definitely one of my favorite Rihanna songs, and it makes me a little sad that no one talks about it. So if you like Rihanna and you're into that type of music, go check it out because it's really good. This next song I actually have also on last month's Music Must-Haves playlist, and that is Where the Hell Are My Friends by Lainey. If I remember correctly, Lainey toured with Halsey at some point, and that is kind of how I got to know about him. It kind of reminds me of the artist that I mentioned at the very beginning of this video, Coin. Just very good feeling, upbeat music. I found this next song from one of my friends in the Hoodie Mob. Her name is Biz, so shout out to you if you're watching this. But it's a song called Enemy Lines by Bayside. From upon my research, they're putting out a new album soon, I believe, and this is one of the singles they released off of the upcoming album, and it's super good. I'm excited to wait for the whole album to come out and then listen to more of their stuff. If you like it and you're interested in them, they're putting out an album, so be on the lookout for that. The next two songs are also from artists that I just discovered this month. The first one is a more slower song that kind of reminds me of something you would listen to in the rain or while it was raining outside, and that is Think of England by Bear's Den. I don't really know much about them. I heard this song in another music related video on YouTube and I really enjoyed it, so I saved it to my playlist and I've been listening to it a lot. And the next one I found from Nikki C, who is the bass player for Hoodie Allen, and that is the song Sugar Skulls by Envy on the Coast. Once again, don't know much about them, just discovered them. Their music is definitely more on the rockish, alternative rock side. Haven't listened to anything else by them, but I do plan on it because it's really good, and they are touring this summer, so if you're interested, here's another touring heads up. They are going on tour as far as I know, from what I have seen, so if you're interested, there you go. The last song I'm going to mention on here, I feel like I actually kind of did go through almost the entire playlist. I'm surprised I did that in such a short amount of time because there's so much content on here. But this one is by Halsey, and it is Colors, and this is the stripped version. It's a different version to the Colors that is on her Badlands album. Really good. If I'm gonna be honest, I kind of do prefer this version over the original version of Colors, but both are very good in my opinion. Oh, okay, there's one more song I do want to mention that I didn't cover. This is by the band Small Pools. This is one of my favorite songs by them. It is called Over and Over. I saw them live about a year ago. One of the most amazing concerts I have ever been to. I love this band, and I just, they're just so good. They haven't put out new music in a while, like not even a release single or anything, so I've been having to refer back to their older stuff, and I'm not mad about it because their whole Love Tap album is really good. So if you've never heard of them, once again, they're another artist that is very much on the DL. Go check them out. So that is all the music I had to share with you guys for the month of May. Of course, I'm going to be adding some more to this as the end of May approaches, so if you want to keep up with this playlist, once again, be sure to follow me on Spotify. My name is Olivia Rimmel. There's a lot more on this playlist that is on there right now that I didn't even cover, so like I said, there's so much content on there that you can go and listen to, so yeah. If you like this video, be sure to let me know by giving it a big thumbs up. Also, if you're not already and you would like to, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below or over here off to the side. I post new videos every single week. I love you guys so much, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys. Nailed it. Nailed it. Now I kind of just want to lay on my bed for a while.